it's KLLOOMS, and today I'll be showing you how to make this cross weave bracelet. So this is my original design, and it's not like the snake belly or the basket weave as you may think it is. It's made differently and it's reversible, so here's just one side of it. But there is another side, and I consider the other side, which is right here, to be the signature side. Make sure if you make this bracelet, you tag me in your photo on Instagram and also use the hashtag KLLOOMS to show me. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and let's get started. Okay, you'll need your loom, your hook, one C-clip, and some rubber bands. Today I'm using pastel bands and glitter white. Start off with your loom's arrow pointing up. And so you're first going to take your first color, and you want 2 bands, and you're going to stretch it to the far diagonal pin from this pin to this pin. So instead of going to this pin, you're going to go up to the second one. And then you want to take your next 2, go from this middle pin up to the right far diagonal pin. And now I'm going to take 2 of my pastel bands. I'm using pink first, and I'm going to go from the middle pin out to the pin right here, so it's underneath the far diagonal pin. And then I'm going to take 2 more and then to the right. And now I'm going to take my next color, and this is still my pastel. So then I'm just going to stretch it from this pin to the far diagonal center pin, and then take 2 more bands of the same color and then go into the center. So now you want to take your glitter white, and we're going to continue going to the far diagonal pin. So just like this. And then go to this pin, up to this pin. And so now I'm going to take my pastel bands and go from this pin right here where the first glitter white band we placed was here. So you want to put your yellow band on this pin, and then you want to stretch it into the center. And then I'm going to take 2 more of my pastel bands and then go into the center on the right. Now I'm going to take my glitter white, and I'm going to go into from this middle. Now I'm going to take my next glitter white band, and I'm going to place 2 of them from this pin out to the far diagonal pin. And then I'm going to grab my next color of pastel bands. So this time it's going to be like a mint color, and I'm going to place it from this pin out to into the center. And now take 2 more of the same color and then place it from here to here. I'm going to take my glitter white bands and continue repeating this pattern, so going out to the far diagonal pin. So I'm not going to exactly talk now, so if you're still confused, make sure you continue watching. If you aren't, then you can just speed ahead. So once you get here, you just want to place your last pastel bands up to this last pin here, and then I'm going to turn into the center with 2 glitter white bands. So now this is what your loom should look like. And if it does look like this, you can turn it around, and we need to add a cap band on this last pin. So I'm going to take a single band, and I'm going to wrap it on this pin 3 times. So this is 1, 2, and 1 last time, which makes it 3. So now we're going to start hooking, so grab your hook and now go inside of the cap band, grab those top 2 layers and hook them over to this left pin. But I only grabbed 1, so I'm just going to go inside again and then grab the next one that I didn't grab before and then hook it to this pin. So I'm going to grab the top 2 and I'm going to hook it over to this pin. Then I'm going to go inside again, grab these all 4 of these bands, and I'm gonna hook this forward onto the pin above. Now this is a lot of bands, so just make sure you're grabbing all of them. And now I'm going to go inside of these bands on the left here, and I'm going to grab the bottom 2 bands and hook it forward. Now I'm going to go through the right pin and repeat that. So grab the top 2 and then hook it forward. So from now on, we'll just be hooking the bottom bands forward. So I'm going to grab the bottom 4 bands in the center and hook it forward. Go inside of this side and then hook the bottom 2 bands forward. And continue doing this. It's kind of difficult to hook the center pin, so just try to be as careful as possible. My loom is getting very old and it keeps on falling apart every time I do something. The bottom bands over the top and onto the pin above on front of it. So on the middle pin, you will always be hooking 4 bands, and on the other pins, you're going inside of the bands and then grabbing the bottom 2. So once you get here, you're going to go inside of the middle pin and you're going to grab the top 2 bands, and we're going to hook this over to the left. Now go inside of the middle pin again. This is the second one, by the way. And you're going to hook this one into the out to the right. Now go inside of all of the bands on this left pin, grab the bottom 2 pastel bands and hook it into the center. And then go through all of the bands on this pin, grab the bottom 2 and then hook it into the center. Once you're done hooking all of the bands, make sure your loom looks like this. And now we just need to take this off. So you don't want to take any of the bands off of this one pin. So I'm just going to grab my hook and I'm going to slowly just start hooking my bracelet off. Our bracelet is starting to come out. And this looks very similar to the snake belly bracelet, or the basket weave, or the mini snake belly. But it's not the same. So now I'm just going to stick my hook in all of the bands, and I'm going to take this off and then take 2 bands, and I'm just going to create my extension using my hook. You don't have to pull 2 bands in, but I just want to keep the same look. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make this crossed weave bracelets. I know it looks extremely similar to other bracelets, but they're not the same, as you can tell by watching this video. So make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you later. Bye!